Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Review anything and everything. And today we are going to be taking a look at a camera rig. Now, this right here is, see if I could get this into frame really quickly. That is the company, Topcine. I'm going to throw an affiliated link in the description for Amazon, where you can purchase this. And this runs for about $48.99, or you could just say $50, at least right now. At this current time, I have this to balance out the camera for the moment because it was leaning forward. Now, this is a camera rig. For those who are not really familiar with it, it just helps you add accessories to your camera. I'm sure a lot of people already know about this because this is old, though I'm just purchasing one of these now for my Canon 6D Mark II. Now, obviously there was the company branding. You've got a cold shoe here. I'm sorry, cold shoe there. For those who don't know what that means, a hot shoe is like this, where it actually has electronics, and a cold shoe does not. Um, it screws in at the bottom here. And that is essentially it. Now, it also adds to kind of protect your camera as well. But essentially, the main basis of it is to add accessories to your camera. Now, one thing that I also want to mention is that this here is for all similar Canon camera bodies. And the reason why this is actually important for anyone who has, like, say, an older camera, because this right here is an older camera. I believe it came out in 2017. And for anyone who has either a 6D, 6D Mark II, a 5D, from anywhere from, I believe, the Mark II all the way to the Mark IV, any 7D line as well from Canon, any of those older type cameras, because at this point now you've moved into mirrorless. This is actually important for you guys to know of, because all the other companies that used to make them, like Small Rig, Tilta, all those other companies that used to make like rigs for your camera rigs, camera cages, they don't make them for these older ones anymore. And like I said, I'm going to have the affiliated link in Amazon. This is the only one you can get for these older cameras at this point. So if you're in the market for that, just know that this is the only one that you can buy at this point, brand new, for those older ones. And it's kind of a universal design, so it's going to apply to all of them. I guess just fitting the general shape of the Canon bodies, being that all the Canon bodies are pretty much somewhat similar. Now, obviously, old other rigs that were made during the time when all these different cameras were released, the 5Ds, the 6Ds, the 7Ds, when they were released, are probably a little bit more form-fitting, a little bit more snug in more aspects, where like the bars are maybe closer to the handle here, closer to the side, or whatever the case is. But this is more of a universal one for those cameras. So it's semi-defined in that, since all those cameras have a similar body shape, you could see right here the kind of general outlining for the flash hood area, even though the professional bodies never had a flash, but that general flash hood area, we'll call it. So they have that general lining and this kind of general shape for these cameras, because they all had a similar shape. But like I said, in that aspect, it is semi-universal to all those different cameras. But it works because, like I said, then they can keep it on the market for a longer period of time, knowing that it caters to all the old school, digital SLR users. Whereas, like I said, all the other companies have abandoned all the older cameras because they've already moved forward to all the newer mirrorless cameras. So if you are in the market for this, this is definitely of importance, in the idea that it's a scarce market for anyone who has an older digital SLR. And though this one is fitting the camera, the Canon ones, I wouldn't be surprised if they're probably one of, if not the only company that's still, in operation for the other brands as well, like Nikon, any of them that have older cameras. So that was a quick look at the Topcine, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Topcine camera rig, camera cage for the 6D, 5D and the 7D line of cameras. As always, you guys, comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.